Let us discuss three data formats used to store and retrieve the data. The first one is SQL data format. SQL store the data in the form of table. Consider a simple SQL table named employees. Actually, in the SQL data set, we have to create the table first with the definition of the table, and we have to insert the value on it. The syntax for creating the table is given here. You have to use the command create table, and the name of the table you can give whatever you are interested. So here employee is the table name we are giving, and open brace and close brace. In between that, we have to list the attributes of the table or a column of the table or features of the table. We can call it different name. The first column here is ID, the ID of the employee, which is nothing but integer type. And second attribute is the name, which is character type. Third attribute or third column is position, which is character type again. And fourth attribute is the salary, which is decimal type. So once you define the table, we can use the table for store the values of the employees, different employees. To store the value into the table, insert into command is used. After insert into, you have to specify the name of the table on which you want to insert the data, and followed by in the open and close brackets, we have to give the attributes list for which you want to store the values. And after that, the values keyword will be enabling us to enter the values. So the syntax is like in the open and close braces, 1 comma John Doe, manager, 60K. Here, the ID of the first employee is 1, the name is John Doe, the position is manager, and his salary is 60K. Similarly, for the second employee, ID is 2, name is Jan Smith, and position is developer, and his salary is 55K. Similarly, third employee, ID is 3, Sam Johnson is his name, and his role is or position is designer, his salary is 50K. So, this is how a table can be created and values can be stored in the SQL data format. And second format is JSON format. It is somewhat intermediate format suitable for human readability and machine readability. It is widely used, one of the famous data exchange format, especially in the web environment, IoT environment. So same employee data we can store using JSON format. JSON format follows key value pair, that is some key you will give and the value for that we will store. Here the name of the data is employees. We'll open in bracket and we'll go to curly bracket, under which the key is ID, for that value is 1, and the key name and the value is John Doe. The key position, the value for it manager. The key salary for that the value is 60K. So this is how using key value pair the first employee informations are stored. Similarly, second employee, third employees are stored. Third data format is XML format. It is again one intermediate format, one of the data exchange format in web environment. It follows the HTML tags syntax to store the data. So everything here is tag values pair. So we'll start the tag of employees, the original data value name, and under which after some hierarchical following, we'll open another tag employee to store first employee data, and we'll store all the information of first employee between open tag of employee and the close tag of employee. So in between these, we are storing the attributes of the first employee. Again, following the tag open tag and close tag. So ID open tag, then value of the first employee 1 and close ID. Open name using name tag and write the name of the first employee and close the name tag. Similarly, open position tag, store the first employee position as a manager and close the position tag. Similarly, open the salary tag, store the salary value of the first employee as 60K and close the salary tag. So when you are then you are closing the employee tag to show that first employee entry is over. Similarly, we'll start employee tag and close employee tag. Between this, we will store the second employee data in the form of start tag and stop tag. Similarly, third employee, right? This is XML format. It is used widely for exchange the data from one entity to another entity.